electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Davis now. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. In motion goes the tight end. Runs over him. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Drop 50, drop 60. Warrior 17. Street.
Bryant the man in motion right. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Striker, 3-3.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
42 meters. Smash, red, black shot. Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more... He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Come on. Hey.
They run it with Chandler, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
18,
Looking to throw. Davis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Rangers, 19 Lions, 79 Broncos, Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. Off play action. Davis. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 tight.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Davis throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Cut 19.
Davis, off play action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything in the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make...
He's got a man, complete! And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's put...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw. Davis. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They run zooming past that number there. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
18, right here.
Here's Davis. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
19 tight.
Another try after the first down sack. Davis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Davis to throw on third down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first and 10, over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on second down. Davis. Here's Johnson with a reception. And touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bounds away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baker. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Now back to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Davis. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The offense on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Davis. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go. Mustang 19. 18, high here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
43 rail. Red, cycle.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Davis. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action, Davis. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
White, 60, red, yellow, steel, black, smash, red, ready, red.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing to start the drive. Davis to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
10 cycles. On the ball. On the ball.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. And by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0.